What's up everyone, Sean here, and finally I'm done with finals for this fall quarter. I'm very happy that I'm on winter vacation, all that stuff, so I have all this time to really make videos that I really need to make around these times. So in this video I'm going to talk about my first impressions of the PS4 and what I think of it and stuff like that. So let's get down to it. So first off, just right off the bat, I'm going to say that I'm very happy with my PS4 so far. I bought it at launch, during the midnight launch at Best Buy, and for what it is, it's running really good. I haven't had really, any problems, and other than just like a whole bunch of updating and stuff like that. But it's just typical like next gen gaming stuff like that. And when comparing to the PS3, it really is noticeable how much of an improvement it made, especially with the PS4 interface. And what I mean is that well, a lot of times on the PS3, a lot of things just took a lot of time to load up. For example, the trophies, those like even if they're your own trophies, it took quite a bit of time just to like bring up all the trophies that you've had from the games you've played, and also the same with other people's trophies that you want to look at. But now it's not so much of a problem on the PS4. Everything just loads up really fast, and the menu is a lot more organized. The thread is nice. It's just much more clear. The thing about that I don't like on that interface is that you can't customize your wallpaper or your theme yet. But that's probably just because it's just it just came out recently, so it'll probably change once they come out with more patches and stuff like that down the line. But for now, you can't really customize your PS4 wallpaper and make it more personalized like you did with the PS3. But with that said, it still runs really great, and it's very smooth. Like I said before, the menu is just clear and organized. Anything else about the menu? Everything is reversed, so you're gonna kind of find yourself sort of in an awkward position at first, but you'll get used to it after a few minutes. It's just kind of weird that everything is kind of backwards now. But anything else? So moving on to, I guess I can talk about the design of the console. I really like the design of the PS4 overall. It's simple, it's sleek, it's actually really smaller than I've expected. I thought it was gonna be like this big bulky machine, since it was gonna be much more powerful than the PS3. But no, it's actually just as big as the PS3 Slim. Which was much to my surprise. And so what if they come out with a PS4 Slim, and after 1 or 2 years of after its launch? So I can only imagine that it's going to be a lot smaller than that. So or maybe not, maybe it's already as small as it can be, and they're not going to come out with a slim model at all. Rather maybe come out with a different edition, I guess. But I don't know. There's always some kind of different edition of a console that comes out within that same generation, such as the slim models for Xbox 360 and the PS3, and even the Wii came out with a slim model as well. I believe I forgot what it was called. It was like the Wii Mini or something like that. It's like it's pretty kind of under the radar, but I saw some at Best Buy, and it's like this red and black Wii. It looks smaller. It looks really cheap, and it's supposed to be like a cheaper version of the Wii. So for those people who really don't want to like spend more money on a console, that's available for them. For the PS4 right now, I mean, it's still a possibility out there, but because it's already pretty damn small, I can imagine why they won't come out with a slim version for the PS4. and you know, come out with a cheaper price for the people who have been waiting for the price drop. So that's that for the design. I liked it. Let's see, anything else? Well, oh yeah, and the functionality of the console itself. Let's say when you're playing a game and the console is downloading a a patch or some kind of update or something else, you know, whatever. That works really well. You can multitask very well on the PS4. You can't really do that on the PS3. And let's say during when you're playing the game and you kind of want to adjust the settings on the PS4, you can actually go back and without shutting off the game and go back to the PS4 interface and do something in the menu and then go back to the game instantly. It works very well. The PS3 couldn't do that. Like let's say you had to do something in the audio settings for the PS4. You actually had to quit the game and then go to the audio settings in the PS3 interface, and then go back to the game, and turn it back on, and then you had to wait for the loading menu and all that stuff, and that was a kind of a headache. So you had to pre-plan everything ahead before you play the games. But now with the PS4, you can just change on the go. It's really good. It's smooth. It's fast, and yeah, multitasking is very well done on the PS4. Let's see, what's next? Anything else that comes to mind? Oh yeah, so the controller. Yeah, I really like the controller for this console. The PS3 and all the other previous PlayStations had the same exact controller pretty much, except for the addition of the analog sticks later on. But anyways, the PS3 controller was pretty small for a lot of people, especially for me. My hands are more on the big side, and I was able to tolerate it enough to play my games, and for the rest of that generation. The PS4 controller is, well, pretty much overall kept in the same design per se, but the controller, the sides of the controller are longer, where the handles where you actually hold them are longer, so it's way more comfortable for your hands, and the trigger buttons are actually curved inward rather than outward, so that means it's a lot more comfortable on your fingers when you're actually pushing the trigger buttons. And the shoulder buttons feel great. They're not protruding outward as much, so it's a lot easier on your hands. And all the buttons feel great, and the sticks are, I would say, a little tighter. I would say a little stiffer, which I like actually. And the D-pad is good. And there's other additions of the buttons, such as the share button and the option button, and also the touchpad on the pretty much in the middle of the controller. That's actually a button as well. So I thought that was pretty cool. Just this big button in the middle of the controller, and it works well as a touchpad as well. But right now the launch games don't really work with it, except for I believe Killzone Shadowfall or something like that. And yeah, other than that, no other games use the touchpad at this time. Hopefully future games implement that element into their gameplay. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, overall I really like the controller. It feels great. It's still the same PlayStation controller, in terms of overall design, so that's good for the Sony fans such as myself, and but only that it actually feels comfortable in your hands. So yeah, big plus for the PS4. Anything else? I guess I can move on to the negatives, and like I said before earlier, you can't personalize your wallpaper, your theme on the PS4 right now. It's just this default big blue screen that you guys see on on YouTube or whatever. And yeah, it's sort of a bummer right now that you can't really change it up right now. But hopefully that'll get fixed with the patch, and look forward to that, right? Anything else when it comes to negatives? Oh yeah, I recently got a PlayStation camera. I really wanted it for live streaming. I haven't actually tried the live streaming capability from the console itself. I just did it from my Elgato, and so I got the PlayStation camera. So I'm really looking forward to using that in the live stream. But the negative I can say about the camera is that there's no easy way to mute the mic. So when you plug in the mic is automatically on, and without even knowing it, like I was playing Call of Duty and my mic icon was going off. Like I was like, wait, whoa, what's going on? But I don't have any headset or anything. Yeah, it was the PlayStation camera. This has been a well-known problem right now. And there's no other like really easy way to turn off the mic unless you go to the party chat window and then highlight your name and then hit the mic mute button and then go back to your game. So yeah, sort of a tedious process, and I don't even know if this works every time you turn on your console on and off again. So I'm afraid that you might have to do that every time you turn on the consoles, which could be a headache for a lot of people, but yeah, hopefully that'll get fixed with the patch and stuff like that in the future. I really hope that Sony is taking this problem into consideration, because yeah, I don't think we want to be mic'd every time we go on playing multiplayer games such as Call of Duty or Battlefield, and yeah, we don't want to be mic'd every time. So sometimes we just want to just play the game instead of just, accidentally awkwardly talking to people online. So yeah, I'm a guy that doesn't really talk online and try to talk trash or anything like that. I just kind of avoid trying to do that, and I just play the game. I don't really talk to people online unless I'm just talking on the live stream. I'll do that. But just talking to other players excuse me. So when it comes to talking to other players online, yeah, I don't do that. I don't really get into that kind of thing. Anything else? Oh, another thing about it, which could be viewed as a negative, but the PS4 only has HDMI. So if you have any older TVs, you won't be able to use them unless they have HDMI on it, and you can't use components, and you can't really get around the HDCP because it only has HDMI. But I put up a video on how to get around that, so I'll put that link in the description box, and you'll be able to capture through the HDMI input, and be able to capture PS4 footage with your own capture card of your choice. So and speaking of capturing stuff, the PS4 has its own capturing capabilities, but for me, I really don't like it because sure, it captures footage, but when you want to share them, it only gets the last 15 minutes of that footage, and you're just stuck with that. So you don't really have that much control of it when it comes to getting the clips that you want and publishing them onto a website. And on that topic, you can only publish it to Facebook, I believe, only. So that kind of sucks too. But again, with the patches, I hope they come out with a patch so they can publish on more popular video sites such as YouTube or Vimeo or I don't know, whatever. So that's that when it comes to capturing stuff. Anything else? No, that's pretty much it when it comes to negatives. So that's pretty much it for my first impressions on the PS4. So overall, I really like the PS4. It runs games well. It multitasks very well. Really good. It's smooth. It's fast. It does everything as advertised pretty much, and also the menu is a lot more organized. It's pretty much a very improved version of the PS3, and of course the graphics look great. The games look great. They operate really well, and it's just super smooth. Especially with Battlefield 4, and with that, I'm really pleased with this console. I'm happy that I got it on launch day. Having to stay in line, and yeah, I was really fortunate to get that It was one of the last PS4s. You know, I got PS4 number 44 out of 49 models. So yeah, I was very fortunate when it came to non-pre-orders. So yeah, got that, and yeah, pretty much I'm pleased with the PS4. So yeah, the PS4 is really is a gamer's console. So I mean, even with that, it still has some cool functions. It's able to play Netflix, Crunchyroll, I believe Hulu, and some other stuff like that. I can't name it off my head, but yeah, it has those things, and then the PS Store is there as well. I forgot to mention this almost, but unfortunately, the PS4. When you want to play online multiplayer, you have to get PlayStation Plus. Kind of unfortunate, but for 1 year it's $50, so that's like what, less than $5 a month. So that doesn't sound too bad for me personally. So I went ahead and purchased that. So I'm ready. I'm good to go when it comes to online multiplayer. But for those people who are still kind of new to this, yeah, it is unfortunate. But the PS3 was pretty good when it came to online multiplayer, especially for something that was free. So I imagine that the PlayStation Plus is going to be really good throughout the years as we continue to play with the PS4. I imagine that this online experience is going to be a lot greater than the PS3 online experience. So I don't want to repeat myself anymore, so I'm going to stop talking. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it interesting in some way. And yeah, leave any comment below if you want, and I'll try to reply to them. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Sean out.